The it's not going to happen to me is always tough, because if it's not going to happen to me, but I have to have it, so I have to have it as cheap as I can possibly get it.
Yeah.
Right. So the it's cheap as I can possibly get it means you may not have the right coverage, because that coverage is going to include significant gaps. Television and internet marketing, for the most part, with respect to professional liability or any type of insurance for that matter, is a race to the bottom with respect to cost. And we only get to the bottom with respect to cost by removing coverage. So it's up to us as a local professional insurance agent to discuss different cost basis options, to look at different policy types and find the right policy to cover that risk tolerance for the specific insured, for that specific professional. So we may have 3 prices. I only have 2 hands, but I'm juggling them. We have a cheap price, not a lot of coverage, has an earlier retroactive date, has higher deductibles, has defense not included as an outside the limit factor. We have a very expensive one, which has a lower deductible and defense outside the limits, and it includes cyber liability, but it's a little bit more money, or significantly more money, than this really cheap one. But then sometimes we can find that one in the middle that makes sense, because deductibles and defense costs, whether they're inside or outside the limit, is a risk factor that every professional should look at. So what is your risk tolerance? Do you want low deductibles? Do you want high deductibles? And come claim time, are you going to remember if you have high deductibles or low deductibles? That's also very important, because people tend to forget come claim time, oh, why do I have such a high deductible? I'm like, okay, well, here's where you signed, said you wanted to save an extra $300, so you have a $10,000 deductible instead of a $500 deductible. So you saved $300, and now because you have a claim, you're out another $7,000, $8,000 because of that, having that high deductible. So it's understanding that and being comfortable with it come claim time. Come claim time, we'd all rather have a lower deductible, but that's just not always not always the case. So we want to find that happy medium and work with people so that they understand the coverage that they're buying, and make sure that it's right for them, and make sure that this cheap one over here, while it provides you what you may need for a landlord or for a client, may not be the right thing for you, and it's simply a cost of doing business. We just have to